Now let's take questions from the exercise 12. Question number 1. It says two numbers are respectively 20% and 50% more than a third number. So let's assume that the third number is 100. Third number is 100. Now the first number is 20% more than 100. So first number must be equal to 120. And the second number is 50% more than that, so second number is equal to 150. The question is the ratio of two numbers. So ratio of two numbers will be 120 upon 150, 120 upon 150. When you simplify 12 if by 15, so it cancels by 3, so it is 4 by 5. So the required ratio is 4:5. Just be careful here. Alright, then the question number 2, it says if A exceeds B by 40%, B is less than C by 20%. So we start from C. Let C be equal to 100. Then it says B is less than C by 20%. So B must be equal to 20% less than 100. So it is 80. And A exceeds B, so A is more than B by 40%, so it is 80 plus 40% of 80. 80 plus 40% of 80. Now 40% of 80 is 32, so 32, 40% of 80 is 32, plus 80 would be 112, so it is equal to 112. Now the question says what is the ratio of A is to C. So A is to C would be equal to 112 is to 100. If you cancel by 4, it will come out to be 28 is to 25. So the final answer of the question is 28 is to 25. Okay, simple questions. Let's take question number 3. It's more of an algebraic process. It says if 4x plus 3y 4x plus 3y divided by 6x plus 5y is equal to 11 by 17. Find x is to y. So cross multiply. 17 comes to this side, 6x plus 5y goes to the other side. So it is 17 into 4x plus 3y is equal to 11 into 6x plus 5y. If you open the bracket, 17 4 is 68x plus 17 into 3 is 51y is equal to 11 into 6, that is 66x plus 11 into 5 is 55y. Bring all the x's on the same side. So 68x minus 66x will become 2x equal to 51y goes to the other side. So 55y minus 51y becomes 4y. So x upon y will be equal to 4 upon 2, that is 2 upon 1. So if the question is saying what is the ratio of x is to y, it is equal to 2 is to 1. That is the required ratio. Be careful about the order. It is 2 is to 1, that is the answer, not 1 is to 2. Now comes question number 4. It says 7x minus 10y is equal to 2 into 2x minus 3y. So it is given and we have to find 3x square plus 2y square is 2, 3x square minus 2y square. For that we need x is to y first. Okay, so from here you open it, so you get 7x minus 10y equal to 4x minus 6y. Bring all the x's on the same side, so 7x minus 4x will be 3x equal to 10y goes to the other side, so 10y minus 6y would be 4y. So from here we get x upon y equal to 4 upon 3. Now the question is asking 3x square plus 2y square is 2. So divide by 3x square minus 2y square. The first thing that you need to check whether the degree is same in every term. Yes, 3x square degree 2, 2y square degree 2, 3x square degree 2, 2y square degree 2. All the terms are same degree. So we don't need to use any other variable. We can directly take x equal to 4 and y equal to 3 and put it in this expression. So we have 3 into 4 square plus 2 into 3 square divided by 3 into 4 square minus 2 into 3 square and calculate this value. So we have 16 into 3, that is 48, plus 9 into 2, that is 18, divided by 3 into 16, that is 48, minus 2 into 9, that is 18. So we have 48 plus 18, that is 66, divided by 48 minus 18, that is 30. So it can be cancelled by 6. We will have 11 by 5. So the final answer is 11 is to 5. That is the required ratio. Alright. Now let's take up the next question. Question number 5. It says find x is to y if 15 x square plus y square minus 34xy is equal to 0. Now from here what we can do is we can divide by y square. So if you divide by y square, first you open it, so it is 15x square plus 15y square minus 34xy equal to 0. Now if you divide everything by y square on both the sides, what will happen? We will get 15 x square upon y square plus 15 minus 34xy upon y square. So this was also 15 y square upon y square, that is equal to 0. The other side will remain unaffected. So the first part can be written as 15 x upon y whole square plus 15 minus 34x upon y. 1y will get cancelled. That is equal to 0. Now let's say x upon y is equal to a. So we can write the same equation as 15a square plus 15 minus 34a, that is equal to 0. So this becomes a quadratic equation. Alright. From here we can solve. Let's say first write it in a normal manner. 15a square minus 34a plus 15 is equal to 0. Now I hope you are aware how to factorize quadratic expressions. 15 into 15 is 2 to 5. 2 to 5 when broken into different parts, you can take it as 9 into 25. And 9 plus 25 is 34. So we can write the equation as 15a square minus 9a minus 25a plus 15 equal to 0. Okay. Now 15a square minus 9a, we have 3a common, so we will get 5a minus 3. From minus 25a plus 15 we have minus 5 common, so we have 5a minus 3. Now from these two things we have 5a minus 3 common, and the other part will be 3a minus 5 equal to 0. Okay. So from these we can say that either 5a minus 3 equal to 0 or 3a minus 5 is equal to 0. So we get a is equal to either 3 by 5 from the first one and from the second one 5 by 3. Now a itself was x upon y. So x upon y is equal to 3 by 5 or 5 by 3. And the question was asking the ratio of x is to y, right? So the answer of x is to y ratio would be equal to either 3 is to 5 or 5 is to 3. Okay, that's the situation. All right, let's take up question number 6. It says 5x minus 3y is equal to 13. So we have 5x minus 3y is equal to 13. The question is asking 6y minus 10x. You see carefully, 6y is double of 3y, 10x is double of 5y, and there is a minus sign. So it seems that 6y minus 10x, the only thing that we need to do is take 2 common. So it becomes 3y minus 5x and take minus sign common, there is minus 2 into 5x minus 3y. Hence we can calculate, we already know 5x minus 3y is given equal to 13. So it is minus 2 into 13, that is minus 26. That's the answer of this question. Okay. Now let's take question number 7. It says A is to B is to C. So A is to B is to C is equal to 2 is to 3 is to 4. Now the question is, find the value of 3a plus 2b upon 2c minus 3b. I hope you remember. Again and again we have talked about this. If the degrees are same in every term, then we can use the values directly. Otherwise we can't even solve. Alright. So here the values, if you look at the degrees of 3a, 2b, 2c, 3b, all are degree 1. So we can find the answer. And for that we just need to take a equal to 2. B equal to 3. We just need to take A equal to 2, B equal to 3 and C equal to 4. Put it in the expression. So 3 into 2 plus 2 into 3, B is 3, divide by 2 into C is 4 minus 3 into B is 3. That's it. Okay. So we have 3 into 2 is 6 plus 2 into 3 is 6. So 6 plus 6, that is 12. Divide by 2 into 4 is 8, minus 3 into 3 is 9, so minus 1. So the answer is minus 12. Okay, so simple question. Question number 8. Question number 8 says that if A is to 1 by B is equal to 3 is to 2, then what is the value of B is to 1 by A? Now here what you need to do first is, see, remember, if you inverse both of them, then you can find the answer, otherwise you cannot. Let's do one thing, let's inverse both of them. So inverse of A would become 1 by A. Inverse of 1 by B would become B. And the other side, because we have inversed both of them, other side we can calculate as 3 becomes 1 by 3 and 2 becomes 1 by 2. Right? On simplification, 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2 will become 2 is to 3. Okay, so this we can write as, so we have 1 by A is to B is equal to 2 is to 3. We can multiply by 6 in both of them, so it becomes 2 is to 3. Now the question is asking B is to 1 by A, so just reverse. So B is to 1 by A will be equal to 3 is to 2. Here we only have to change the order. So the answer of the question is 3 is to 2. Okay. Just be careful about the power and the degree and the order. Okay. Now let's take up the next question, that is question number 9. It says in a town there are 94,500 people, 2 by 9 of them are foreigners, 6,400 are immigrants and the rest are natives. Very simple question. So ninth question, let's take it. The total population is 94,500. So foreigners would be equal to 2 by 9 into 94,500. So just do the calculation. So we have 9 cancels 94,500. Let's see how many times it cancels. 10500 into 2. So it is 21,000. So number of foreigners is 21,000. Number of immigrants is 6,400. 6,400. Right? So total of 6,400 and 21,000 will be 27,400. So we need to find the natives. Now natives would be total 94,500 minus the foreigners as well as the immigrants. So this comes out to be 94,500 minus 27,400. So this comes out to be 500 minus 400. This is 100. 94 minus 20 is 74 minus 7, 67. So 67,100 is the number of natives. Okay. Let's look at the next question. It says rupees 250 is to be divided among 6 men, 12 women, 17 girls. If two men get as much as five girls and two women get as much as three girls, find the share of each girl. Alright. So for this question, let's assume that the share of a man is M. Let's say the share of a woman is W and the share of a girl is G. So the relation given would be 2M equal to 5G. So that means we have M is to G equal to 5 is to 2. Similarly, it says two women get as much as three girls. So two women as much as three girls. So that means we can take as 2W is equal to 3G. That means W is to G is equal to 3 is to 2. This gives us very clear idea. So from here I can say that M is to G is equal to 5 is to 2 and W is to G is equal to 3 is to 2. Now we can combine these two ratios. How? Because G is common and the value of G is also same in both the case. So we have M is to W is to G and that is equal to 5 is to 3 is to 2. Okay. So these are the this is the ratio of shares of a man, a woman and a girl. Now the question says rupees 250 to be divided among 6 men. So 250 should be equal to 6 men plus 12 women plus 17 girls. Alright. So what we can do is we can take M to be 5x, W to be 3x and G to be 2x from the ratio that we have calculated and we can put it in this relation. So we have 250 is equal to 6 into M, that is 6 into 5x plus 12 into 3x plus 17 into 2x. So it becomes 250 equal to 30x plus 36x plus 34x. So this comes out to be 30 plus 36, 66 plus 34, 100x. Alright. So x is equal to 250 upon 100, that is 2.5. The question is asking what is the share of each girl. Now share of each girl is G and that is equal to 2x. So it is 2 into 2.5 which is 5 rupees. So share of each girl is 5 rupees in this question. Okay. Now let's take up question number 11. It says ratio of angles of a triangle is 2 is to 3 is to 4. So the ratio of angles is 2 is to 3 is to 4. And we know that the sum of angles is 180 degree. So what we have to do is divide 180 degree in the ratio 2 is to 3 is to 4. And we need only the greatest angle. So directly we can find the greatest angle to be equal to 4 divided by, we have done this earlier also, so 4 divided by the sum, that is 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 9 into 180 degree. So 9 divides 180 20 times, so 20 into 4 is 80 degrees. So the greatest angle in this case is 80 degrees. Alright. Now let's take question number 12. It says the ratio of the numbers. So numbers are in the ratio 3 is to 2 is to 5. Numbers are in the ratio 3 is to 2 is to 5. Okay. So that means their squares would be in the ratio 9 is to 4 is to 25. Now sum of the squares is given 1862. Sum of the squares is given 1862. So the largest square or the greatest square, question is asking the greatest of the three numbers. So the greatest square would be equal to 25 divided by 9 plus 4 plus 25, that is 38 into 1862. As you can see, 38 divides 1862 49 times. So the greatest square is equal to 25 into 49, which is 5 square into 7 square. So if you remove the squares, you will get the greatest number. So the greatest number would be equal to 5 into 7, and that is 35. Okay. So this is how we can solve these questions. Let's take another method for question number 12. Other method for question 12. Let's assume that the numbers, the ratio of the numbers given is 3 is to 2 is to 5. Alright, so let's take the numbers to be 3x. Let's take the numbers to be 3x, 2x and 5x and use the equation method. How? Squares. So 3x square plus 2x square plus 5x square. This total sum of squares should be given 1862. That is what the question says. Now if you add them, 9x square plus 4x square plus 25x square, that is equal to 1862. So this gives us 38x square is equal to 1862. So x square is equal to 1862 divided by 38, which is equal to 49. You will have to do that division process. That means x is equal to 7 because 49 is 7 square. So if you get x, then you can find all the numbers. They're like 3x, 2x and 5x. So 3x would be equal to 3 into 7, that is 21. 2x would be equal to 2 into 7, that is 14. And 5x would be equal to 5 into 7, that is 35. Hence the greatest would be 35. The question is asking the greatest one only. Be careful, right? Now let's move on to the next question. It says question number 13. It is divide rupees 1248 in the ratio 6 is to 4 is to 3. I think it's pretty simple. We can directly do it. First one would be equal to 6 divided by 6 plus 4 plus 3, that is 6 plus 4 10 plus 3 13 into 1248. Divide by 13, you will get 100 minus 4, that is 96 times. 96 into 16, that will be equal to 6 into 96 would be equal to 576. Alright, so 576 rupees is the first one. Second one would be equal to same process, 4 by 13 into 1248. But the division you already know, 13 cancels 1248 96 times. So multiply 4 by 96. So it is 400 minus 16, that is 384 rupees. And the third one would be the remaining value, or you can calculate that as 3 by 13 into 1248. So 13 cancels 1248 96 times. So 3 into 96, that is 300 minus 12, that is 288 rupees. So these are the values. The values are 576, 384 and 288. Alright. Or you can also check the options. The one that adds to get 1248 should be the answer. But if there are more than one options like that, you will have to solve. Okay. So this was question number 13. Now let's take up question number 14. It says the product of three numbers is 750. Alright. And their ratio is 1 is to 3. So if the ratio of numbers, ratio given is 1 is to 2 is to 3, then the safest way would be to take the numbers as 1x, 2x and 3x. Let's separate the numbers or make them independent. Now their product would be equal to x into 2x into 3x. The value of product is given 750 and the other side is 6x cube. Now if you divide by 6, you get 750 by 6 will be 125 equal to x cube. So from here, as you can see, 125 is 5 cube, x is equal to 5. Hence you can put the value of x back and calculate the number. So the question says find the sum of numbers, right? So the numbers would be x, that is 5, 2x, that is 2 into 5, 10, and 3x, that is 3 into 5, that is 15. Alright. Hence their sum would be equal to 5 plus 10 plus 15, which is 30. So 30 is the required sum of these numbers. Or you could have directly calculated the sum. You could have calculated the sum directly as x plus 2x plus 3x, which is, sorry, x plus 2x plus 3x, which is 6x, and that is 6 into 5, which is equal to again 30. Right? So whichever way, you will get the final answer like that. Okay. Now question number 15. It says divide 1162 into 3 parts such that 4 times the first part, 5 times the second part, and 7 times the third part are equal. Okay, so let's assume that the parts are A, B, and C. So A plus B plus C is equal to 1162. That's the first information. Then the second information says 4 times the first part, so 4A, is equal to 5 times the second part, that is 5B, and it is equal to 7 times the third part, that is equal to 7C. From here we can straight away find the ratio of A is to B is to C. We have done it in the theory that whenever we have such a relation, then the ratio of those quantities will simply become reciprocal, ratio of the coefficient. So 1 by 4 is to 1 by 5 is to 1 by 7. Right? I repeat, whenever you have such relation, whenever there's number multiplied to two quantities, the quantities ratio will be directly equal to the ratio of inverse of coefficients or reciprocal of coefficients. Now simplify this. So we have A is to B is to C would be equal to, now here to simplify we'll have to multiply by the LCM of 4, 5, 7. Now LCM of 4, 5, 7 would be 140. So 140 into 1 by 4 is 35 is to 140 into 5, that is 28, and 140 into 1 by 7 is 20. So the required ratio is 35 is to 28 is to 20. Now we can find all the values. Let's say the first value A is 35 divided by 35 plus 28 plus 20, that will be equal to 20 plus 20, 40 plus 30, 70, and 8 plus 5, 13. So 83 into 1162. Now you can see that 83 will cancel 1162 14 times. Let's check. 14 3s are 42. So 4, 14 8s are 112, right? So it cancels 14 times. So 14 into 35, that would be equal to 490. So the first value is 490. Second value will be 28 upon 83 into 1162. So again 83 will cancel 1162 14 times. 14 into 28 would be 196 into 2, that is 392. Okay. And the third value C would be equal to 20 upon 83 into 1162. Now 83 cancels 1162 14 times into 20, that is 280. So the different parts are 490, 392 and 280. Alright. So this is how this question should have been done. Now question number 16. It says divide rupees 1449 among 3 partners X, Y, Z so that their shares are in the ratio of 1 by 6 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 10. It is almost similar to the 15th question. We already have the ratio of X is to Y is to Z is given 1 by 6 is to 1 by 3 is to 1 by 10. The first thing that we need to do is remove or bring the ratio into normal numbers, and for to do that we take the LCM of denominators 6, 3 and 10, that would be equal to 30, right? Now multiply by 30 to each one of them, so we get the required ratio as, so we get X is to Y is to Z as 1 by 6 into 30 is 5, 1 by 3 into 30 is 10, 1 by 10 into 30 is 3. So required ratio is 5 is to 10 is to 3. Now let's divide each one of them. So X is equal to 5 divided by 5 plus 10, 15 plus 3, 18 into 1449. Now this won't get cancelled directly, but it can be cancelled by 9. So 9 2s are 18 and 9 1449, it divides, let's see how many times? 16 and 1, so 161. And 161 into 5 would be 805 rupees. Okay, so it is 805 rupees. So the first one's share is 805 by 2. I'm so sorry, 800 by 5 by 2. Okay, so let's do it again. Divide by 2. So it is 402.5 rupees. I'm so sorry. It is 402.5 rupees. I forgot that 2 here. Okay. Now, so y will be equal to y. The share of y will be equal to 10 divided by 18 into 1449. Again, the same calculation. 9 cancels 18 two times. 9 cancels 1449 161 times. 2 cancels 10 5 times. Alright. So this value is equal to 805 rupees. Anyways, we can see in from the ratio also that 10 is double of 5, so y will be double of x. And then the value of z will be equal to 3 divided by 18 into 1449. 9 cancels 18 two times. 9 cancels 1449 161 times. 161 into 3 would be 483 by 2, which is equal to 241.5 rupees. So the shares are, three shares are, I'll write it again here. First one is 402.5 rupees. Second one is 805 rupees. And the third one is 241.5 rupees. Okay. These are the shares of each person. Now question number 17, it's a very easy question. The ratio of two numbers is 3:4 and their sum is 420. So divide 420 in the ratio 3:4. That's what the question is asking. And find the greater of the two numbers. Now the greater of the two numbers will be corresponding to 4. So straight away 4 by 7 into 420. So 7 cancels 420 60 times. 4 into 60 is 240. So 240 is the answer. You can find the lower one also, smaller one also, that will be 180. Okay, very simple question. Let's take question number 18. Question number 18 here. It says the ratio of boys to girls in the school is 9:5. The total number of students in the school is 1050. So basically divide 1050 in the ratio 9:5. And this is the ratio of boys is to girls. The question is asking for the number of boys. Be careful about the order. So first one is the boys. First one means 9. So number of boys would be straight away equal to 9 divided by 14. 9 plus 5, 14 into 1050. Alright. Now, so I think 14 will cancel 1050. Yes, it will cancel 1050. So 14, 7 times 98. Then 70, so 5 times. So 9 into 75 should be the answer. It is 675. So the number of boys will be 675. You can also calculate the number of girls by subtracting. So number of girls will be equal to 1050 minus 675, that is 375. But the answer of this question is 675 because it is asking the number of boys only. Alright. Now let's take question number 19. It says an amount of rupees 1200 distributed among A, B, C in the ratio of 5:7:13. What is the difference between the shares of C and B? This you can do directly, right? One way is you can calculate A, B, C all. That I will not do. That you can do on your own. Or I'll write. Let's say A share would be 5 divided by 5 plus 7 plus 13, that is 25 into 1200. The share of B would be, so this will come out to be 48, 5, so it is 240. Okay, the share of B will be 7 upon 25 into 1200. That is 48 into 7, 350 minus 14, that is 336. And share of C would be 13 upon 25 into 1200. That will be equal to 25, 48 into 13. So 13 5s are 650 minus 26, 624. All right. And then you can calculate the difference of C and B. So C is larger, so C minus B would be equal to 624 minus 336. 624 minus 336, which is equal to, you can subtract 24 minus 36, so it is 88. 5 minus 3, that is 2. So it is 288 should be the answer. Now there is other way of doing the same question. Here we are given with A, B, C. Ratio is equal to, A is to B is to C, the ratio is equal to 5 is to 7 is to 13. And the total amount is given to be 1200. So this total is 1200. Now look at this. We can use unitary method. What is the sum of 5, 7 and 13? That is 25. So 25 is equivalent to 1200. We are assuming A share to be 5, B share to be 7 and C share to be 13. So the total of all of them would be 25. So 25 is equivalent to 1200. Then the difference between B and C is the difference of 7 and 13. How much is that difference? That difference is 6. So if 25 is equivalent to 1200, then 6 will be equivalent to. So we can directly find the required difference, and that is 6 equivalent to 1200 into 6 divided by 25. 25 cancels 1200 48 times. 48 into 6 is 288. So this was the other method of doing the same question. Okay. Now let's take up the next question, question number 20. It says Amit, Sumit and Puneet share an amount of rupees 660. So rupees 660 in the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5. The only thing that we have to take care of is the order. We want to find the share of Puneet. That means the value of corresponding to 5. So Puneet's share would be straight away equal to 5 divided by 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 12 into 660. Now 12 cancels 660 55 times. So 55 into 5, that is 275 rupees. That's it. This is all that we had to do in question number 20. Now let's take up question number 21. It says three numbers A, B, C are in the ratio. So A is to B is to C is 12 is to 15 is to 25. Okay. Now the question is asking the sum of these numbers is 312. Find the ratio between the difference of B and A and the difference of C and B. Now because we have to find a ratio, we don't need the actual values. We can straight away calculate from the given values itself. Look at the values of B and A. So we have to find B minus A is to C minus B. That you can directly calculate. B minus A from here, it will be 15 minus 12, that is 3. And C minus B would be 25 minus 15, which is 10. So straight away the answer is 3 is to 10. Please try and understand that the ratio is given, the ratio is asked. So we don't need the actual values. We can directly do it from the ratio itself, from the values given in the ratio itself. Okay. Now question number 22. It says the prices of a scooter and a television are in the ratio 3 is to 2. If the scooter costs rupees 600 more than the television, now let's see. Scooter is to television are in the ratio 3 is to 2. So that means if the scooter cost is 3 rupees, television cost should be 2 rupees. So that means the difference should be 1 rupee. Difference should be 1 rupee. Alright. Now this 1 is given equivalent to 600. That's what the question said. If the scooter costs rupees 600 more than the television, then the price of television is. So here the difference of 3 and 2 is 1. 1 is equivalent to 600. Then we need to find how much is the price of television that is 2 equivalent to. I think it's a very easy question. 1 is equivalent to 600, so 2 will be equivalent to 1200. So the price of television set is 1200 rupees. Alright, so this is a very beautiful question. Okay. Question number 23. Similar process. It says the two numbers are in the ratio 4 is to 9. 4 is to 9. Look at the difference of 4 and 9. The difference of 4 and 9 is 5. Okay. And the question says the larger number is 35 more than the smaller number. That means the difference is 35. So 5 is the difference which is equivalent to 35. That means 7 times. Right? So 4 will be equivalent to 5 is 7 times 35. So 4 will also be 7 times 4, that is 28, and 9 will be 7 times, that is 63. I repeat, look at the difference of 4 and 9, that is 5. But the actual difference is given as 35. So the ratio difference is 5, actual difference is 35. So we can say that 5 is equivalent to 35. That means it has to become 7 times. So 4 will be equivalent to 7 times, that is 28. 9 will be equivalent to 63. Alright. So the question is product of the number. So the required product is equal to 28 into 63. Okay, so if you multiply, you will get 28 into 3 is 84. So we have 4, carry over 8, and 28 into 3 is 84, that is 4, carry over 8. 28 into 6 will be 168. 168 plus 8 is 176. So 1764 is the required product of numbers. Alright. Now question number 24, it says the ratio of ABC, incomes of ABC is 2 is to 5 is to 11. It is 2 is to 5 is to 11. And then the question says income of B is to rupees 291 more than A. So straight away you go to B and A in the ratio. You see the difference here is 3. And this 3 is given equivalent to 291. I repeat, the ratio value of A was 2 and the ratio value of B was 5. The difference was 3. So we can say that B is 3 rupees more than A. Whereas the actual difference between B and A is given 291. So that 3 should be equivalent to 291. The question is income of C. Now income of C is 11. So if 3 is equivalent to 291, 11 will be equivalent to 291 into 11 upon 3. Alright. So divide 291 by 3. I think 291 will get cancelled. It will be 97 multiplied by 11, so you will get income of C will be equal to 7, and 7 plus 9 16, 6 1 0. So 1067 rupees is the income of C. Alright, this is how we do it. Question 25, a very simple, straightforward, direct question. It says A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4. I'm sure you remember these questions. B is to C is equal to 8 is to 9. Now what do we need to do? If we have to combine, we have to find combined ratio of ABC. So to combine, we look at the common quantity. Now the common quantity is B, right? And the values corresponding to B are 4 and 8. So we have to make them same. Now LCM of 4 and 8 is 8. Now in the second ratio, B is already 8. In the first ratio, to make it 8, what do we need to do? We need to multiply every component in the ratio by 2. So it will become 6 is to 8. Now once the common quantity value becomes same, we can combine them. So A is to B is to C, ratio will be equal to, for B we will take 8. Before that A must appear, so 8A will be 6, and for C it will be 9. So the combined ratio is 6 is to 8 is to 9. Right? So what we do is we identify the common quantity and we make the value of common quantity same. Let's take question number 26. Question 26, it says A is to B is 7 is to 5. B is to C is 9 is to 11. Okay. Now let's see. The quantity common is B and the values corresponding to B is 5 and 9. Make them same. Now to make 5 and 9 same, we need to take the LCM of 5 and 9, that is 45. So create 45 or make sure that the value of B comes out to be 45. Now in the first ratio, the value of B is 5. To make it 45, we need to multiply by 9. So multiply every component in the ratio by 9. So it will be 7 is to 5 multiplied by 9 will become 63. 7 into 9 is 63. 7 into 9 is 63 is to 5 into 9 is 45. Similarly, in the second one, we have to make 9 equal to 45. So we multiply by 5 in both the components of that ratio. So 9 5s are is 45 and 11 5s are is 55. So now we can write the combined ratio as A is to B is to C, that is equivalent to, that is equal to, for B we take 45. Now when B is 45, A is 63 from the first ratio, and when B is 45, C is 55 from the second ratio. So the combined ratio is 63 is to 45 is to 55. Okay. Let's take question number 27. It says A is to B equal to 2 is to 3. B is to C is equal to 4 is to 5. And C is to D is equal to 6 is to 7. Find A is to D. Now, A is to D is actually equal to A by D, which can be written as A by B into B by C into C by D. So we have multiplied divide by B, we have multiplied divide by C. Now we know that A by B is equal to 2 by 3 from the ratio given. B by C is equal to 4 by 5 and C by D is 6 by 7. So do the calculations if it is necessary. 3 cancels 6 2 times. So we get 2 into 4 into 2, that is 16 upon 35. So the required ratio A is to D is equal to 16 is to 35. This is the final answer. So this is one way of doing the question. The other way could have been, we could have combined all the ratios. Let's take a look at the other way also. The other way of doing the same question 27 could have been like this. I'll repeat the other method for question 27 is combine all the ratios. Let's say first let's combine AB and BC. So we have A is to B equal to 2 is to 3 and B is to C equal to 4 is to 5. B is the common quantity and the values are 3 and 4. So make them same, make them 12. LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. To make it 12, in the first ratio multiply by 4. So we get 2 4s are 8, 3 4s are 12. In the second ratio multiply by 3. So 4 3s are 12 and 5 3s are 15. Remember, when you multiply, you have to multiply every component. So we have A is to B is to C equal to 8 is to 12 is to 15, right? And the third ratio is C is to D. C is to D is equal to 6 is to 7. So what we can do is we can take LCM of the, now the common quantity is C and the values corresponding to C are 15 and 6. LCM of 15 and 6 is 30. So make them 30. Now in the first ratio of ABC, if you have to make 15 equivalent to 30, you have to multiply by 2. So multiply every value by 2. So you get 16 is to 24 is to 30. Alright. And in the ratio of C and D, if you multiply by 5, so 6 5s are 30 and 7 5s are 35. So from here we get the combined ratio of A, B, C and D. That is A is to B is to C is to D is equal to 16 is to 24 is to 16 is to 24 is to 30 is to 35. Alright. From here you can see the ratio of A and D would be 16 is to 35. So A is to D is equal to 16 is to 35. So this is another way of doing the same question, right? Let's take up the next question, question number 28. Question 28. Same as question 27, but here it is given in a slightly different manner. A is to B is given 3 by 4, that is 3 is to 4. B is to C is given 4 is to 5, and C is to D is given 5 is to 6. And again the question is asking A is to D. Now A is to D can be taken as A by D, and if you multiply and divide by B and C both, you can write it as A by B into B by C into C by D. This will yield A by D, right? Now A by B. We know A by B, it is 3 by 4. We know B by C, it is 4 by 5. We know C by D, it is 5 by 6. Interestingly, 4 gets cancelled, 5 gets cancelled, we get 3 and 6 cancelled 2 times. So it is 1 by 2. So the required ratio of A is to D is 1 is to 2. Alright. Even in this question you could have done, here it would be much easier to find A is to B is to C is to D, because A is to B 3 is to 4, B is to C 4 is to 5. 4 is common. And B is to C 4 is to 5, C is to D 5 is to 6. That is 5 common. So we could have directly said A is to B is to C is to D. That would be equal to 3 is to 4 is to 5 is to 6. Right? So from here also we could have got that the ratio of A and D is 1 is to 2. Okay. Now question number 29. This is a direct question. It says 3A is equal to 4B is equal to 5C. I think we have done this in the earlier questions and in theory section also. Straight away A is to B is to C is equal to. What happens whenever we take this relation? The ratio of the quantities is directly equal to the ratio of inverse of the coefficient. So 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4. 1 by 3 is to 1 by 4 is to 1 by 5. And then you have to simplify them, rationalize them. So multiply by LCM of 3, 4, 5. So that will be 60. So 1 by 3 into 60 is 20. 1 by 4 into 60 is 15. 1 by 5 into 60 is 12. So the required ratio is 20 is to 15 is to 12. That is question number 29. Similarly, question number 30. It says 3A is equal to 5B. So that means A by B will be equal to 5 by 3. Similarly, 2B is equal to 3C. That means B by C is equal to 3 by 2. Now we have to find A is to C. Now A is to C. A is to C is equal to A by C, which is eventually A by B into B by C. Now A by B is 5 by 3. B by C is 3 by 2. So 3 and 3 get cancelled. We will have 5 by 2. So the required ratio is 5 is to 2. Required ratio is 5 is to 2. Okay. Now the next question, question number 31. It says A and B have money in the ratio of 5 is to 4. So A is to B is 5 is to 4. And B and C have in the ratio 7 is to 6. So B is to C is 7 is to 6. If the total amount is 1305, how much does B have? So let's find the combined ratio first. Now to combine, again you see B is the common quantity. Now B is the common quantity, the values corresponding to B are 4 and 7. So take LCM of 4 and 7, that is 28, make both equal to 28. In the first ratio, to make it 28, you will have to multiply by 7. Multiply every component by 7. So it becomes 35 is to 28. In the second ratio, 7 is there for B. So we have to make it 28. So multiply by 4 every quantity. So every component in that ratio, 7 is to 6, multiply by 4, it will become 28 is to 24. From here, we can get the combined ratio of A, B, and C. That is, A is to B is to C is equal to 35 is to 28 is to 24. Right? From here, we need to find the share of B. How much does B have? So B's share would be equal to 28 divided by 35 plus 28 plus 24. If you add them, it will be 40 plus 30, 70, 13 and plus 87. So 87 into the total amount is 1305. Total amount is 1305. If you see closely, 87 will cancel 1305 15 times. Right? So the share of B would be equal to 28 into 15, that is 15 8s are 120, 15 8 are 300, so 420 rupees. Similarly, you could have found the share of other people also. Okay. Same process with question number 32. It says the ratio of money with A and B. So A and B is 7 is to 17. A and B is 7 is to 17. And B and C is also 7 and 17. Now A has 490. What is the amount that C has? So what we need to do is, again, we need to combine, and B is the common quantity. For B, the values are 17 and 7. So LCM of 17 and 7 would be 119. So multiply the first ratio by 7. You will get 7 into 7 49 and 17 into 7 as 119. And multiply the second ratio by 17. So it will become 7 into 17 is 119 is to 17 into 17 is 289. So from there we will get ratio of A is to B is to C as 49 is to 119 is to 289. Okay. Now we have to find the ratio of amount of C, and the total amount is given 490. So the amount of C would be equal to amount of A is given as 490. All right, amount of A is given as 490. I'm sorry. So this 49 is equivalent to 490. That is what the question is saying. So A has 490 rupees. That means 49 is equivalent to 490 rupees. 49 is equivalent to 490 rupees. That means if you see 49 is 10 times 49 10 times is 490. So 119 10 times is 1190. 289 4 times would be 2890. Right? So we can get share of everyone. C, B, A. And the question says, what is the share of C? So C has rupees 2890. Alright. So question says that A has 490 rupees. Alright. So if A share is 490 rupees, and in the ratio we had 49 for A. So if 49 is equivalent to 490, then 289 should be equivalent to 2890 because it's straight away 10 times. Alright. Now, question number 33. It says Ajay, Aman, Suman, Geeta rented a house. This is spelling mistake, be careful. And agreed to share the rent as follows. Ajay is to Aman 8 is to 15. Aman is to Suman 5 is to 8. So I'll keep writing. Ajay is to Aman is equal to 8 is to 15. Okay. Then Aman is to Suman. So I'm writing in short. Aman is to Suman is 5 is to 8. Okay. Then we have Suman is to Geeta is 4 is to 5. Okay. So let's do one thing. First calculate their combined ratio. Ajay, Aman and Suman. Here Aman is common and the values corresponding to Aman are 15 and 5. LCM of 15 and 5 would be 15 itself. So the first one remain 8 is to 15 and the second one multiply by 3. Both the components multiply by 3 in the second ratio to make Aman's component as 15. So it is 15 is to, so 5 threes are 15, that means 8 threes are 24. So the combined ratio of Ajay is to Aman is to Suman is equal to 8 is to 15 is to 24. 8 is to 15 is to 24. This is the combined ratio of Ajay, Aman and Suman. Now, Suman and Geeta ratio of Suman and Geeta is equal to 4 is to 5. Okay. Now, here out of these two ratios, Suman is common and the numbers corresponding to Suman is 24 and 4. Now make 24 and 4 same. So the 24 and 4 LCM is 24. So make this 4 in the second ratio, make this 4 equivalent to 24. To do that, multiply by 6. So 4 6 are 24 is to 5 6 are 30. Alright, so now we have final combined ratio of Ajay is to Aman is to Suman is to Geeta, and that is equal to 8 is to 15 is to 24 is to 30. This is the combined ratio of these 4 items, alright, or these 4 people for the rent. Now the part of the rent paid by Suman, now Suman is this one, so the third value here, that is 24. So part paid by, or the fraction paid by Suman, that is the question asking, is equal to 24 divided by the total sum of 8 plus 15 plus 24 plus 30. So add all of them. So 8 plus 15 is 23 plus 24, 47 plus 30, 77. So we have, it is 24 upon 77. That should be the answer. Right? Though it can be simplified further. No, it cannot be simplified. This is the final answer. Okay. Now the next question is on almost the same lines, question 34. It says the ratio of money with Anju and Sanju. So A is to S, Anju and Sanju is 4 is to 5. Okay. And then says Sanju and Manju is 5 is to 6. Sanju and Manju is 5 is to 6. So here already the common person, that is Sanju, and it already has the same value 5 5. So straight away we can combine A is to S is to M. So Anju is to Sanju is to Manju is equal to 4 is to 5 is to 6. Okay, this is the combined ratio. Now Anju has 280 rupees. So this is a unitary method question. Anju's share in the ratio is 4. 4 stands for 280 rupees. Now you can see 4 sevens are 28. So it is 70 times. So we can find all the other ones. So Sanju would become 5 7 times, that is 350, and Manju 6 7 times, that is 42. So it is 420. Alright. So share of Manju is 420 rupees. So Manju's share would be 420 rupees. So this is a very good, easy question. Similarly, question number 35. It says there are 3 sections A, B and C in a school of class 1. The ratio of the student section A and B is 3 is to 5. So A is to B is 3 is to 5, and B is to C is 4 is to 7. So the first thing that we need to do is combine these ratios. And how do we combine? By making the same value for the common quantity. Common quantity is B, and the values for B are 5 and 4. LCM is 20. So multiply the first ratio, every component in the first ratio, by 4. You will get 12 is to 20. And in the second ratio, multiply by 5. So you will get 20 is to 35. That means the combined ratio of A, B and C, that is A is to B is to C, would be equal to 12 is to 20 is to 35. Alright, this is the combined ratio of A, B, C. Now the total number of students in the class is 201. Okay, the number of students in section A. So this total is 201. That means section A will be 12 divided by. So basically we have to divide 201 in these three sections in the ratio 12 is to 20 is to 35. So 12 divided by 12 plus 20, 32 plus 35, that is 67 into 201. Now 67 cancels 201 three times, so 12 into 3, that is 36. So the number of students in section A are 36. So this was a good question. Question number 35. Now let's take question number 36. It says the sum of three numbers is 124. The ratio between the first and the second number will be 2 is to 3. So let's say the first number is A, second number is B. So A is to B is 2 is to 3. Alright. And then it says the second and third, let's say B is to C, is 7 is to 9. Again, we have to combine the ratios. We have to combine the ratios. So B is the common quantity and the values for B are 3 and 7. First ratio multiplied by 7, it will give us 14 is to 21. Second ratio multiplied by 3, it will give us 21 is to 27. Okay. Now, that means A is to B is to C is equal to 14 is to 21 is to 27. Alright. Now we have to calculate the first quantity, the third quantity. The third quantity corresponds to 27 and the total is 124. So third quantity, that is C, is equal to 27 divided by 14 plus 21 is 35 plus 27 is 62 into 124. Now 62 cancels 124 two times, so 27 into 2 is 54. So the answer of this question is 54. Alright. Question number 37. For this question, again there are three different ratios that are given. Question 37, it says A is to B is equal to 3 is to 2 and B is to C is 5 is to 4. So first let's combine these two ratios. So we have B is the common quantity and the values for B are 2 and 5. Make them same, so LCM 10. So first ratio should be multiplied by 5, so it becomes 15 is to 10. The second ratio must become 5 into 2, so 10 is to 8. Alright, hence we have A is to B is to C equal to 15 is to 10 is to 8. This is the combined ratio of ABC. Now C is to D is 3 is to 7. C is to D is 3 is to 7. Alright, now for C is the common quantity. C, the values are 8 and 3. So LCM of 8 and 3 is 24. So multiply the first ratio, ABC ratio, by 3. So you get 45 is to 30 is to 24. And the second ratio multiplied by 8. So you will get 24 is to 56. Right? So the combined ratio of A, B, C, D, that is A is to B is to C is to D, must be equal to 45 is to 30 is to 24 is to 56. And the total quantity given is 77,500. So we will need to find the sum of B. So it is 30. So the value of B will be equal to 30 divided by the total sum, that is 45 plus 30, 75 plus 24. 24 plus 56 is 80. So 75 plus 80 would be 155. 155 into 77500. Now 155 5 times is 775. So it is 500. So 30 into 500, which is equal to 15,000. So the answer of this question is 15,000. Okay.